Hi guys, we're here with the finale, the movie. Y'all honestly was supposed to get this movie way earlier today, but the footage corrupted, so now y'all getting it possibly around 11, 12. I don't know. No, definitely supposed to get this around like 8 in the morning. But hey, we're doing it now. So this is this is the finale. It's just a large combination of all of the all of the parts I made, and I combined it all into one movie. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope everything's going well on life. And one thing you gotta remember is, if somebody isn't treating you right, then you you gotta go. Like, this goes for boys and girls. You gotta go. Like, if somebody's not treating you right, then you can't just stay there. You have to get out of there, because it would be way too hard to achieve your dreams and goals if you have somebody that's constantly pushing you down. But that's enough of me yapping. I really appreciate the support I've been getting. Um, thank you all. Really, this means a lot to me. I worked really hard to build this and make all these um episodes and movies. So I'm really glad that people are liking it. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of sad to see this go because I did have a lot of fun doing this, honestly, and I really would like to do it again. But I think we're just gonna have to wait to see another debate. Yeah, I think I will make this. I think I'm gonna make this a series where we settle Marvel Rivals debates. So. Yeah, if you like that idea, just let me know in the comments below. I really would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. That really would mean a lot to me. And thank you for watching. Okay, welcome guys. We're just talking over a little bit of my gameplay for my live stream. This is part one of my little mini series. It's which role is harder inside Marvel Rivals. I know I've seen a few people done it, but nobody has done it how I have. I have dedicated 2 hours from each role using each character and showing and naming the pros and cons and the roles of each character. Now, this is just a short little mini series, so it's not really that in depth. But if this does do well, I would do a part two of this mini series, and I will go far more in depth. I will be playing for each role for 7 days, a full week of each role, so I can gain every aspect, every experience of each role. I would do that just for y'all, but only if this video do well. Yeah, I did live stream each role on my on YouTube, and the lives are still up, so you could go watch them if you want to see the full experience and see everything. But essentially, this is just gonna be gameplay with a voiceover, not too crazy. So, hey, I hope life is going well and going as you planned. And if not, I hope it gets better, man. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. Let me just take a moment of your time right here, real quick. So, look, hold on. Let's just watch this and then pause it right here. Yeah, no, right there. Yeah. So, what's happening here is that you could see that. You see how my teammate is back there and he's low, and you see that plus sign. Most healers in this situation would just be like, "Oh, he's low. I have to save him." No, watch what I do in this situation. those of you who don't know what I just did, see, I'm Invisible Woman, and I made a slight effort to see maybe I could save him, maybe I could, but I went and peeked and I realized I couldn't save him. So unlike what most of y'all do, I left. Now you can see here I made a little mistake. Well, my aim was just not the best trying to heal the venom. Um, so yeah, sold right there. But as you can see, I left. I couldn't heal, bro. So what did I do? I used my double jump and I escaped out there and I lived to see another day. Here, I think another clip is actually about to come up. If you were in my live stream, you already know me playing as a healer wasn't really well. You see right there, another thing that's happening. That kept happening. Our Thor, yes, he's a dive character, but if you're solo tanking as Thor, you have to play up front. He refused to do that, and as you could see, he's all the way in the back line. Yes, he's living, but what is he leaving the healers? He's leaving the healers behind to defend for himself. You don't do that, okay, guys? You don't. You don't. You sit here. You're supposed to protect the healers as a tank. That's enough. We're gonna allow you to watch this content without me constantly interrupting. Hello, guys. It's me again. Now, you see right here, the Groot is, I don't know what he's doing, but the Groot is flanking. Have you ever heard of a flanking Groot? Neither have I. But you see, he's flanking, and for some reason, I'm peeling him. This is an example of what not to do. What I should have been doing is I should have been in the front line with my team. Should have been in the front line with my team. Now, this is a little bit early on in the clip, but yeah. Here's another bad thing I did. I chased them. I shouldn't have chased them. Now my team was dead, so it's okay. But I should have never have chased them. Now look at the group. You see he's flanking again. What do? I'm like, okay, let me go heal the group. Because as somebody who plays tank a lot, not main, but plays tank a lot, I know healing tanks is really important. Forget DPS. DPS could heal their own self using health pads. Heal DPS here and there. But tanks are really important. So what happens is I'm over here trying to heal the tank and I'm not paying attention, not locked in, and he still continuously flanks. Now he pushes up, but he pushes way too deep. What I should have done is once he pushed that deep, I should have just left him alone. Should have just left him alone and continued healing my DPSs because they would have been better. That's what you should do, because if somebody is not trying to live, then guess what? You can't make them live. It's that simple. If they're not trying to live, you can't make them live. So if they're not cooperating with you, just don't cooperate with them. You should have just stopped. I should have just stopped healing them. After I realized that, I started to lock in, and I just backed off on healing him from time to time. Here's that way I can see the gameplay. See, in the next clip, you're about to see what I mean about if you just quit trying to do damage all the time, you will see what will happen. You could get so much more further as a healer. Just watch what I do to the MFOs. You see what happened? Me and the healer, me and the other healer, we was just surely healing the Emma Frost. That is because it's no point of me trying to dish out damage if I could heal the Emma Frost, who would kill him faster than me just sitting here and using DPS as a support. Now, could I have now in that situation, could I have assisted? Yes, but I was so close to the Emma Frost that my healing would actually have healed me at the same time. So either or, I was gonna outlive it. And on top of that, it was two healers. So that was a win-win situation. But right there, just heal. Stop trying to dish out damage. Sometimes you need to, yes, but in these lower ranks, you don't. See right here. I ran away. You wanna know why I ran away? Because healing is more important than living is more important than trying to heal. Like if I'm dead, I can't heal at all. But if I stop healing for about 4 seconds, it's all good. Because guess what? It takes me 7 seconds to respond, and then it takes me about 5 seconds to walk the point. Which is better? You leaving for 4 seconds or you dying? And I just want to speak about this moment right here. See, listen, it was a good idea to hold my ult because I knew in that moment we didn't need a ult right there. Yes, we were taking damage, and yes, the enemy used their ult, and their ult lasted longer, but we did not need it on the simple fact that I was able to out heal. I was able to out heal the ult. Sometimes you could out heal the ult, so you shouldn't waste your ult because guess what? Now that you out healed the ult, you could either use your ult or you could continue healing normally. And then when your team is actually about to die, and you can't out heal it, you have that ult ready. And now you and the healer's ults are not synced up. That's what you have to think about. Does the enemy has ult? Do they not? Who knows? Look at this right here. Getting chased by the Spider-Man. Spider-Man puts me in the combo. What do? I managed to escape. I managed to escape. Wowzers. It's apparently nobody knows how to do that. Because if you knew how to do that, then Spider-Man would be getting nerfed every second. Now we're just gonna continue watching this. You see, I'm healing. Healing actually managed to kill the Spider-Man, and I'm once again, I'm out healing the ult. That's simple. And you see how I'm about to die? I'm not using my ult when I'm about to die. You see that, right? I'm not using my ult because I'm about to die. I have to get out of there because team is starting to die, and I'm not gonna waste my ult on the penny that's in her ult. That's a lot of mistakes y'all make as healers. It's what makes y'all think healing is hard. Healer is honestly purely intellect. It's an intellect type role. That's why it's named support. A supportive role is purely intellect. You see this? That's why I messed up because I tried to go cloak. But if I didn't die by that, we would have won that point. Spider-Man was low, Emma was low, and I used my ult, whole team there, we would have won that. But Iron Man stopped me from using my ult. I tried to go cloak, but it just didn't work. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, guys, healer is easy. It's about your intellect. Only if you're slow, well, let me stop being insultive. If you're not that intelligent, then you're not gonna have a good time on it. That's just the truth. Here we're on defense. We actually, spoiler alert, we did lose this game. If you watch the live stream, you'll see that we kind of lost every game. But let's watch here. Now I know the thing is a melee character, so he has to get close, all close up and personal. But he could very much do that on the front line. But you see in a minute that they start getting out of hand and they start getting cocky because we did have a good run, and they start pushing way too deep, way too deep, and it's hard to heal, especially target heal the lower teammates when there's enemies in the way. It's not like I'm Jeff, so that heals go straight through everybody. So if there's an enemy in front of me, I can't really heal. Here, I was trying to take cover and heal at the same time, so I could get. I got a right here. I got a better angle, and it's harder to hit me, and it's harder to be noticed. Yeah, we did end up winning the fight, but once again, they were pushing way too deep, and as a healer, I do not need to be that deep in their territory. I do not. And they was putting me in a bad position. Now, I probably should have stayed a little more stuck up and was like, yeah, no, I'm not falling back there. You see, once again, they stayed actually they stayed in the invis ult. They stayed in the invis ult, and I don't know why they did that. I guess the heals are that good. They thought they could outlive it. I should have used my ult here. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, I did. Okay. Yeah, I almost forgot my own clip. Yeah, I used my ult to protect my team. You see, I'm in my ult, so I'm gonna go DPS mode. If you're in my ult, you should live. So I went DPS mode, take doing damage and killing people. What you should do, and then I switched right back off to heal. Now my teammates put me in a bad position, and I took too long to go back. See, I knew I was gonna die. I took too long to get out of that position, out of when my teammates put me in a bad position. That was my fault. I should have been left that position or should have been trying to leave that position already. That is my fault, but also my teammates' fault for putting me in that position. Like I said, we did lose this game, but we're actually switching over to one of my other games I played. This is actually later in my stream. I ended up playing Loki, as you can see here. So I didn't want to play Loki because he's a DPS on steroids, but teammates didn't know how to protect me. And hell, it's either I play a character that runs away or I play a character that could fight back. So what to do? I play the hardest character, the supposed hardest healer. In my opinion, Invis Woman is so much more harder. I played the supposed hardest healer, and I'm playing Loki. And um, based off what you see right now, I may look like I'm getting cooked, and I was in the beginning. But I started to understand him, and literally next game, I think we won. I'm pretty sure we won the next game, and I think that was the first one of the live stream. Yeah, when your team doesn't protect you, then your team doesn't protect you, and they put you in bad positions. You might as well just throw away the key. Now you see here, I was trying to copy the ult because, like I said, I don't know, but apparently you can't copy Cloak and Dagger when she's in her ult. I thought you could, and that's how I ended up dying here. If I knew that, I would have went invisible and left out the fight, like normal people would do. Right there, I was just trying to see if I could just click Q and it allows me to choose anybody. Yeah, see, this is when I start locking in. I start actually placing my clones. Nobody really attacks the clones, honestly. I guess they don't see a reason to. And even if they did, I'll just go on Viz and place another one. And then by the time they kill my second one, I'll be able to just to place another one down. It's kind of like infinite loop. That's what you Loki players should be doing. But apparently, once you kill a Loki's clone, they never want to place down another one. You see, he's in a 1v3. Look, this is what I mean. Loki is broken. He's in a 1v3. And what happens? I managed to save him from just using Loki. This time I was actually able to get the invis, copy the invis all and say got a stat point. But you see, Loki is an easy support. And a lot of people should be maining Loki if they complaining about Spider-Man or Black Panther or somebody in the backline. They really should. Chat, I want to add this clip just to show y'all the fact that this is kind of why I didn't want to use Loki because I knew this was gonna happen. We got a Spider-Man. I think he's good, and look, he's dead. Now watch. I'm just gonna be silent for a second. Allow you to watch what happens next. Yeah. Totally not taking a book out of that girl's page. Spidey. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I did. I copied Spidey. Spidey was running from me and didn't want the smoke. He didn't want to run the ones. Didn't want to get taught how to use Spidey. But look, child. This is why I didn't want to use Loki. Watch this. Got that pick right there. Almost got that pick right there, but I end up switching. You see, if you know how to use a character, it's easy. Loki is easy. If you're not a one trick, Loki is really easy, child. Nah, I did die there. That Spider-Man definitely solo ulted me. Brody definitely solo ulted me. Yeah, that death was a solo ult. But well, at least it intended to be one. Um, yeah, Loki, broken healer, and crazy DPS too. You see right here, here's another moment of my total genius. I'm Loki, who can heal so many people and has a blast heal. What character has a blast radius for healing? Like, I could hit the ground and my teammates would still be healed. And so I'm just sitting back here. In a second, you're about to see my teammates completely just go berserk and like, oh yeah, we're gonna ego push. What did they do? They ego chow. And this actually lost us the game because they got their egos couldn't allow them just to play, just to like stay on point and stay humble. See, as Loki, you shouldn't really be dying to Spider Man. Spider Man got nerfed so bad, and Loki just does so much damage. It should be easy to kill a Spidey. Watch, we're just gonna give it a second because they're about to start ego challenge into their base. And I didn't push with them because I knew I was gonna die. And my goal as a healer is to stay alive. So no, I'm not gonna push with my teammates when they ego chow. And that's not a bad trait. And look, you see how I use my clones to continue healing and I could still stay safe? I could still stay safe and when my even when my team ego chow. And say I got cocky and I wanted to be Spider-Man. Spider-Man didn't want to smoke. And none of these Spider-Mans want to smoke with me. Watch when my DPS video come out. Y'all gonna see I'm a god on the sticks with Spider-Man. See, I just had to be there. But look, see, they start ego challenge. And I'm not pushing up with them because I'm not gonna die. I'm not dying for their ego chow. That's not happening. No. That would get me killed, and I'm the most important role on this team. That's no. And I'm not saying I'm the most important role, like me as a person. I'm saying the healer. The healer is the most important role, and you do not want to die. So, chat. If your team is ego challenge, do not ego challenge with them. Now, if y'all are completely eviscerated them and everybody's doing so good and you're eviscerating them, then ego challenge for fun. But if you're actually going for the win, don't ego challenge. No. I just want to show this clip right here real quick. Me as Loki. Um, I don't see a lot of Lokis do this. I on this map, just set your clones up right here and just rock out. You could hit anybody from all the way on point, and you could do damage. And guess what? You're not gonna get damage taken. If you join my live stream, you'll see I was just sitting here healing like crazy. I think I got like a little over 15,000 heals this game. Hey, what's up, guys? We're back with another video, and honestly, we're just watching over some of my gameplay. This is a part of the series um, called Which Role is Harder, DPS, Tank, or Support. So right here, we're just playing. So Tank. This is the Tank episode. Um, all this footage was recorded on my live stream. And yeah, well, this is just gonna be me, you watching the gameplay and me just bringing out some points and facts as we go along in this video. So I hope everything is going well in your life, and I hope everything is going splendid. Now, without further ado, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and this is the second to last of the series. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. I do just want to mention this right here. You see how I placed the shield as Emma? Now I placed the shield for my teammates. Cause guess what? Your teammates can also shoot through the shield. I don't see a lot of Emma players do that. Like literally, Emma shoots straight through the your team. You could protect your teammates with the shield, and you could cut off enemy heals. Look, right there. I use the shield to prevent the ult, and what do? I use my ult. Now she can't mind control me when I'm in my ult. So I take out her enemies. Now I wasn't able to protect my healers, but that's okay because I killed both of their healers and they only killed one of mine. So yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of Emma players do this. Use your shield to protect your teammates, and also you could also use enemy group walls also to kick them into walls. Any wall is viable. I don't see Emmas do this at all. You see, chat. You see, well, most tanks actually do in a situation, believe it or not, they actually just run away, and that's not good. I just kept backing up and paying attention to my healers and staying in front of them, which is what you should. And also, you can see here, instead of trying to fight the tank, I pushed their healer that was wide and open. Now, as Emma, you really want to catch these overextended healers, but yeah, um, Stay wasn't overextended, but their position was bad and it was wide and open, easy up for grabs. Another one right there. They was out in the open, easy for grabs. Now, um, you see, I'm protecting my health. I did a bad play. I should have never pushed that, but I got a little greedy, and I think okay, yeah. Luckily, my Jeff had his ult because if my Jeff didn't have his ult, then he definitely would have died to the door. See, that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to get thirsty for kills as a tank. If the kill runs, you just let it run. But I was feeling a little greedy, so what happened was I went to go push the tank in. That's what happened. There's a little example of when to use your alt here as Emma. I'm about to use my alt. You're about to see in a second. Whole team, yeah, I see. Everybody is just in one narrow hallway. I could get everybody and kill everybody. Jeff sold with that alt, but other than that, yeah, that's exactly what you use your alt. Here's kind of like a example of what I was saying in my live stream. For those of you who tuned in this, and for those of you who didn't, you see how as Emma, I grabbed Groot and put him back towards my team because my team was in a perfect position to actually dish out enough damage. I did end up dying, but yeah, my team was in a position to dish out a lot of damage, so I picked the Groot and put him towards my enemy team. And another thing I did in that clip, if you didn't notice, is I was able to kick the Groot twice. You in my diamond form, that's because you could actually do it 3 times if you time your grab and your kick correctly. You could actually do it 3 different times. And as you see here, that's what I did. I did it 2 times, but I he did damage to my team. He was pushing, he was trying to get back to his team. While he was trying to get back, what did I do? I kicked him into the wall. Now, the reason why I looked at the Iron Man is because I actually heard the ult, and what I was trying to do was place my shield. I do have a couple clips of that in my stream, but also I'm gonna make sure to put some clips of that in here also. Multiple times the Iron Man used his ult, and I did block it a couple times using mine. Yeah, the kick mechanic, the one hit combo with Emma is your bread and butter. You have to use it a lot. Here's another thing I like to do as Emma. You see, look, block off the Hella ult right there. Because Hella doesn't really get that many shots. And then once you block off the Hella ult, you could, like, you see, the Hella didn't kill nobody, but ironically, the Iron Man had his ult also. So nothing I could have done about that. But you see, the Hella didn't kill nobody with her ult because I placed the shield right there. Here's something I want to show y'all right here. This is what I was talking about. Do this. Look, watch this. You're about to see. I used the shield in the best way you could possibly use the shield. Blocked it off. Yes, I did die, but if I would never blocked that auto off, he would have killed a lot of my teammates. And what you call it? Honestly, he would have probably killed my Jeff right there, as you've seen my Jeff use his ult. Do that. That's what you need to do. Block off the Iron Man ults, block off the Hella ults. Sometimes you can even block off the Human Torch ults. What's up, guys? This is the finale, the last gameplay of my series called Which Role is Harder, DPS, Tank, or Support. And yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Towards the end we kind of just got off topic and we just started playing rank, honestly. uh but um it was honestly just the fact that I was so wrong on which role is the hardest. You're gonna see throughout this video of my commentary and what I'm saying. Honestly, I was so wrong. Um, I'll tell you my final decision on what's harder. If you join my stream, you kind of know what I'm leaning towards. But I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta do some thinking. I gotta do some little bit thinking, and you'll see my conclusion video after. And I may play each role one more time and then give my conclusion. But yeah, um, I am editing this right after my live stream, right after my Minecraft live stream of that horror mod. It. I had to end it early because it was nothing much I could really do. Um, but it was scary. But we're not gonna talk about it then. This is for my. This is not my raffles content, so I'm gonna stick to my revivals. Now, without further ado, let's hop straight into it. You see right here, I was trying to get an easy pick on the Jeff. I believe I did. Yeah. Um, see, as Spider-Man, why am I fighting a tank? I don't know. That's kind of what makes DPS hard. Doing dumb stuff like you will get punished. Easy kill on the other Spider-Man. Really is just based off aim. If you join my live stream, you see my aim is actually not that good. I don't know what I'm doing right here. I don't know why I'm trying to fight the Loki clone. Oh well, it wasn't a clone at first. I remember now. It wasn't a clone at first, but he ended up switching off. He was trying to play like he was a clone. Yeah, and you see, my healers just wasn't healing me. That's the thing that DPS gotta deal with. Healers just won't heal you. Now I know I was behind my healer, but I was putting up the icon, and the icon literally shows that, oh, I need heals. Team dies, I have to push back. Um, I start getting healed, so I guess they just honestly didn't see me. But you see, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just still doing me. I try to make a grand escape, but then I get hulked down by the other Spidey, and he hits his web before me, kills me instantly. Um, Overall, so far, DPS is just no mistakes. You make a mistake, you dead. Just as you see right there. I made a mistake and I got killed and punished instantly. And once again, this is low rank. So if this is happening in low ranks, imagine what's happening in the higher ranks. You see right here, um, I've realized that Spider-Man wasn't the right pick for them, right pick for this comp. This comp was just so weird. I don't know what was going on. I could not play Spidey with this comp. So I switched to Magic, and now this is when I realized something was wrong. Um I my the melee tech with Magic is when you swing, melee, swing, melee, swing, melee. Um Yeah, I couldn't do that. So you see what happened was my V, which is the melee button, I use a M612 Predator, and it has like a little button right next to the primary fire. And what that does is it allows me to click and quickly melee, quick and quickly melee. You see here, something was wrong with that. I was messing with the buttons on my mouse because I found a random button at the bottom. Fast forward, that button actually just changed my profiles, and yeah, I changed my profile and I couldn't do the melee tech. Actually, my DPI was also 1,000 when I play at 1,500. Now I know a lot of people don't play at 1,500. We know what I gotta say to that. Cope. I don't care. 1,000 higher DPS is better. I don't care what anybody says. People always tell me don't put high DPS. I tried low. No. High DPS for the win. It makes it feel like it's an actual extension of your arm and it gives you way better aim. Just lower your sensitivity. Cope. Here's when you use magic properly. This is how you use her ult properly. You see, there I was timing their ult from the very beginning. I knew it was about to run out, and but they were comfortable. I caught them when they wasn't comfortable. What happened? I ended up wiping out their whole team with my ult. Place my demon down, easy. I try to save my I try to save my team, my healer, but yeah, nothing I could do about that. They took him to spawn. But you see, we're pushing point, and here's another. I think it's another. Um, yeah, no, I I I did make an alt decision, but I guess it. No, I'm thinking about a different game. But yeah, here you could just see I'm dancing around the point. A lot of you Magic players just stay in the point, and you see I didn't run from that ult because I knew I could finish that ult in time. Y'all need to realize when y'all could kill people before they use their ult and when you can't. Because once you do that, you're golden as a DPS. Because once again, as a DPS, you dish out a lot of damage. So it's better. And on top of that, if you die, it's not that big of a deal. So if you could sacrifice yourself to possibly killing somebody before they get to use their ult, you should definitely do it. I'm not gonna lie, you should definitely do it. Second, now, but you gotta understand, you gotta realize when you can do it and when you can't. Like, say if a Scarlet Witch, like if I'm Magic and I have all my utilities and a Scarlet Witch is in the middle of her ult, I'm gonna push that because I could put her in the one hit combo um that Magic does have. She does have a one hit combo. I put her in there and she's dead, and I saved my whole team. Now, if now since Scarlet Witch does get overshield when she uses her ult now if she's full HP and has overshield, don't do it. You run. You run for your life. It's nothing you could do. You have no choice but to run. Now, if you're Mr. Fantastic, then you just take that brunt force and then direct that damage right back at her. And I'm pretty sure that's an insta kill for her. But yeah, that's what you should be doing as a DPS. And you see here, you better see something I do that a lot of DPSs don't, and this is why they think DPS is extremely hard when it's not. Control your damn ego. Like, watch this. I see the Scarlet Witch. I missed the dash or whatever, blah blah blah. And I'm not ego challenging that. I go here, kill the try to kill a Loki. I'm unable to kill the Loki. I destroy his lantern, no. And you see, I'm not ego challenging that. I will die. I will literally die if I were the eagle child. What most DPS would just eagle child right there. No. I laying down on my teammate and I sit here. I still end up dying, but I laying down on my teammates, helping them fight. DPS, control your damn egos. Please, control your egos. Here we make the switch to Black Panther because they actually ended up highly contesting Magic. You see right here, I'm only captain with Black Panther, but you see in that scenario, I used my ult how it was meant to be used right there. Listen, if you're a Black Panther, you gotta understand. Yeah, ult is called the tickle monster for a reason. If you run out of dashes, or if somebody is half HP, use that damn ult. Well, for DPS, like if a squishy is half HP, use your damn ult. Or if you need a dash reset, use your damn ult. I'm gonna be honest. There's no point in holding your ult as Black Panther. Sometimes you can if you're trying to go for the clip, but honest, there's no need. You get your ult fast, and on top of that, it doesn't do that much damage. Use your ult if you need it to escape. Honestly, just do. Not that good with Black Panther, but I do get the pick on the Loki. I miss, which is insane. We're not gonna talk about that. Here's another clip. I couldn't show the full clip because it's actually extremely long. But I was going, you see right here, I was going through the motions of characters. I used Magic, Magic didn't work. I used Black Panther didn't work. And I end up settling for Storm. Now, you may be wondering, when do you ever use Storm? Well, this is when you use Storm and you got a comp like this. This comp, from their positioning and their character decisions, and just everything just was not a good matchup for um not a good matchup for Magic. Um but low key, I'm thinking about this. I can't give out too much information, but my conclusion is most likely final. But here you're oh my gosh. You'll realize DPS is just the kill. Just dish out damage and stay alive. And if you can't stay when you can't stay alive, you better be dying to protect your healer. But other than that, just dish damage and survive. That's all it is for DPS. Here's one thing I generally can't stress enough about a DPS is that they only know how to play one character. Now, DPS by far has the hardest characters to play. Has the hardest characters to play. That's a fact. So the problem is a lot of people who play DPS are one tricks. And but they have their DPS is a hard characters to play, but they have a lot of counters. And you can't really you can't counter. You can't really counter no one. I mean you can't like if you're getting counters, nothing you could do. You either deal with the counter, but like they're literally your character counter. So if they're good as that character, then you're shot out of luck. But if they're so you're just forced to just suck it up and deal with it. As you see, they switched to Scarlet Witch, which is Magic's insane. And Magic has a crazy weakness to Scarlet Witch because on the simple fact that Scarlet Witch could just float above you and do whatever she wants. And not only that, they got a many more too. So I realized that and I swapped. Now I switched to Spidey. Spidey was just a troll pick. I was honestly just trolling with that. If you join my live stream, you will see that I was literally joking about that. I get in there and I literally die right off the bat. Like I wasn't I was not getting far with that. Yeah, see. Um so I switched the storm. So you may think, okay, wouldn't Namor squids hit you? That's where you're wrong. Namor squids may hit me, but I'm not retarded and I'm not flying in the sky. I'm low to the ground as you can see, and then I'm using my I don't know what the ability actually is. I it's my mouse button wheel. I'm using that and you see it electrifies me and everything, and it allows me to do electrical damage around to any enemy who's in my circle. That does so much damage. Use that. If you're getting if it's a Namor or Scarlet Witch, look, the Scarlet Witch can't do anything because the Scarlet Witch is gonna die if they try to catch me on a one-on-one. I don't even need good aim. If I just activate that and it's a one-on-one, I'm gonna win all the time. This is just one counter that's really good against Namors and Scarlet Witches. Um, this is the ending. We're about done the we're about done, which is kind of sad. Um, I really did enjoy this, and it sucks to see it have to be gone. But yeah, this is the finale. Um, not much, not much more we could do unless y'all want to see that. Um, unless y'all want to see that 7 days challenge. If this video could get 100 views and 10 likes, I'll do the 7 days challenge. I'll play each role for 7 days. We could get the views and the likes. Um, that would be a lot of editing, but yeah, I'll turn it into a nice movie. The movie's probably gonna be like 2 3 hours long. um, yeah, this is the end. Tomorrow the conclusion will be out, and uh I really hope you guys enjoyed this series as much as I did, because I really, really liked it. And I hope y'all also are enjoying life as much as I am enjoying this series, because that's far more than important than just watching a small YouTuber like me. Um, honestly, without further ado, this is Blank, and I hope y'all enjoy yourself. Thank you.